Hi guys! Today we are working with watercolor pencils to create this circular leaf design that's fun to paint and lovely to look at. Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Shayda Campbell and I create YouTube videos. They're mostly art tutorials and there's a new one every Friday and every Tuesday, so make sure to subscribe if you're new here. Now in December, I released a watercolor pencils tutorial and it was really well received. I got a lot of messages and DMs asking me for more watercolor pencil videos. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I totally get why you guys love this medium. Pencils, or watercolor pencil crayons as we call them in Canada, give you all the control of a pencil and all the whimsy and looseness and beauty of watercolor paints. They're great for the beginner, the intro to watercolor paints, but they're also just a fantastic medium to have in your artistic toolkit. Today we are going to create this fun round leaf design. It's a very simple project, but it has a beautiful outcome. Good bang for your buck, as I always say. So let's just get started. So today I'm working on a 10 by 10 hot pressed watercolor paper pad, and you can see I've just traced a circle using pencil. I'm also using Derwent Inktense pencils, which are an ink-based watercolor pencil, but you can use any watercolor pencil for this project. Now what I'm going to do is start drawing leaves. I wanted to do different shapes, different colors. I've grabbed a scrap piece of paper there so I can test out my colors. That's always important when you're working with pencils, pencil crayons. And I'm just thinking of different leaf designs. So some are very thin, some are larger and wider. I'm going to add some different details. These ones that I'm doing here have a white line in the middle of each leaf, so just a little bit of negative space, and some will be two colors and some will be small and some will be big, and I'm sort of weaving all the leaves together, trying to make a cohesive design. Some are growing upwards, some are coming down, and I'm just having fun with it. I haven't done a ton of planning. I'm just sort of thinking about it as I go, trying to make sure that all the leaves come close together so that I create this nice tight design, but none of them really overlap. And I think that a little bit of negative space between all of them helps with the cohesive look of the design as well. And again, just thinking of different shapes, different sizes, and different colors. And I just go along and I'm going to fill in the entire circle, and you can see that coming together. As you begin to fill the circle, it's nice if you do a few smaller leaves, like single leaves can look really nice. I've done a couple of those, and always keep some leaves close to the very edge of the circle, and those leaves will really help to give the full shape of the circle once that pencil line is erased. I'm erasing some pencil there because you don't want to put any pencil crayon over the pencil. Once it's wet, you won't be able to erase that initial pencil line. So be careful about that. To finish the circle, I'll do some very tiny leaves. Then I'm going to take a nice gum or rubber eraser and erase the initial circle. Next, I'll get a glass of clean water, a couple small brushes, and you can see as the water hits the pencil, it turns this pencil into this beautiful watery medium. You've suddenly got paint on the page that you can move, you can play with. It has this very beautiful look. The Inktense pencils in particular have a wonderful, dark, saturated, rich color. I really love them for that. And you're able to actually push this paint around on the page, and you can even change up the shapes of the leaves that you've already drawn. So it's pretty cool. You get all the control of the pencil, and then once that water hits the page, you can really get loose, have a little fun with it, experiment a little bit, and you'll really get a chance to kind of practice watercolors, especially if you are a novice. A few good tips are simply to have some different sizes of brushes available to you depending on the size of the leaf that you've drawn. You may want a very small brush or a larger brush, and have a paper towel nearby for blotting as well. Sometimes you'll realize you've just got too much paint on the page and it can just get a little bit overwhelming. So sometimes you do need to blot. And of course, because you're working with water, you want to make sure you've done this on a good quality watercolor paper, like a hot press, cold pressed, at least 140 pound. And I'm just finishing up my design here. The leaves are all looking a lot looser, a lot prettier. And the last thing I want to point out is simply that if you don't like the color of one leaf, just wait for the water or the paint to dry, and you can go back in with more pencil crayon or more watercolor pencil and add some more color. So this lime green I found a little bright. I'm going back in with the pencil, then I'll hit it with some water again, render that out, turn it into the beautiful watery paint, and my design is going to be complete. Well guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and creating some art with me. I hope you'll give these watercolor pencils a try. Please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below. Be sure to let me know what else you want to see in these art tutorials. And patrons of my YouTube channel, you can print my leaf design artwork after today's video. Head over to my Patreon site. All the channel bonus content is available there for just $2 a month. Thanks for watching.